which is nutrition in animals. Okay. So as most of you have learned that, nutrition in plants, right? There are so many modes of nutrition. There are so many ways of nutrition through which, plants take nutrients into them, right? Similarly, animals also have different modes of nutrition, right? So today we are going to study about the different modes of nutrition, and also we are going to, animal nutrition is a little complex than plant nutrition, right? Okay, Arna, tell me, what is the primary source of nutrition for in case of plants? Arna, if you remember, you can unmute yourself and share.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
What is the primary mode of nutrition for animals?
Plants, like food.
Plants.
In case of plants, it's photosynthesis.
Correct, photosynthesis. Very good. Bhavya, do you know of any other source of nutrition in case of plants?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
Plants have different modes of nutrition, right? Can you can you share a few other modes of nutrition that plants use?
They feed on microorganisms, I guess.
Plants feeding on microorganism. Okay, yes, they do, but there are there are certain names which have been given to that kind of nutrition. So what is that?
Parasitic. I think it's parasitic. Parasitic nutrition or parasitic plants. I don't know.
See, parasitic is another mode of nutrition. You're right. Partly you're right. Karthik, do you remember what are the different modes of nutrition in case of plants? Why?
Ma'am, autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition.
Excellent. Very good. Excellent. That is the exact answer that I was looking forward to. Excellent. Okay. See, 1 second. Okay. See, even within autotrophic nutrition, yes, Karthik, autotrophic and heterotrophic. Even within autotrophic, these are of two types. Priscilla, do you recollect? Which are the
ma'am, yes, ma'am. In autotrophic, there is chemoautotrophic and photoautotrophic.
Excellent.
And in heterotrophic, there are 4 types: parasitic plants, saprophytic plants, insectivorous, symbiotic plants.
Excellent, Priscilla. Amazing. Very good. Okay. While Syed Nasruddin types, what is autotrophic mode of nutrition? Photoautotrophic.
Ma'am, chemoautotrophic mode of nutrition is that the plants make the food with the help of chemicals.
Excellent.
And in that process, we use inorganic substances.
Correct. And what is photoautotrophic?
Ma'am, the process in which the plants make the food in the presence of light, like sunlight is necessary, and the chlorophyll and carbon dioxide is oxygen is necessary. So that's photoautotrophic mode of nutrition.
Excellent. Very good. Most of you have tried to remember and answered perfectly. Very good. I'm so happy. I'm so glad that all of you remember. Huh? It's not there. Yes, Bhavya, tell me.
Ma'am, can you when you explained nutrition in plants, like I wasn't there,
yes, I know that. I know that today is your first day in the class, so obviously I'm aware of that. It's just that I had taken almost 3 to 4 sessions, which was a very elaborate kind of a study we had done. So most of them remember. Correct. Very good. Excellent. So the reason why, I did a recap of plant nutrition is because we'll be doing animal nutrition. Plant nutrition is extremely, I would say, simple as compared to animal nutrition, right? Animal nutrition is a little bit complex. So let's go ahead and study what is animal nutrition and how is it. Okay. First, as we know that, plants, they require photosynthesis, they have to undergo the process of photosynthesis, right? Now, what is holozoic nutrition? Has anybody heard of the word holozoic? Has anybody heard of the word holozoid before? The word holozoid?
Yes, ma'am, I've learned it, but I forgot what it is.
Okay, who can share what is holozoid nutrition?
Ma'am, it comes in category of heterotrophic nutrition.
Yes, but what is the meaning of
Ma'am,
holozoid?
is it the same nutrition which humans have, like digestion and all?
Excellent, very good. So holo, the word holo, if you just break it up, holo means whole, full, complete. And what is the meaning of zoic? Zoic means to animals, related to animals. So basically, holozoic nutrition is only related to animals. Plants will not have and will never have holozoic form of nutrition. Okay. So
I didn't
please
understand the holozonic nutrition. Can you just repeat it?
see the word holo in foreign, maybe in Greek or Latin, means whole. WHO, whole means full, completely, right? And zoic, this is a literal meaning that I'm telling you. And zoic means which is related to animals. Why? Because holozoic animals, like human beings, are classic example, right? Human beings are classic examples of holozoic forms of nutrition. We do holozoic nutrition. How we do it? We can eat a whole plant, a whole animal, right? We can eat it. We can either eat it in pieces or eat it in portions or in bite size. But can the plants have it like that? Plants want it in a very simpler form. For example, they want water, which is the most simplest solvent, the universal solvent. They want nutrition, which comes from the soil, which is in a very basic form. These are not whole food. They are not whole food. But holozoic nutrition, like human beings can have whole food, like we can have an apple, we can have chicken pieces, we can have a banana. That doesn't need to be broken down first. The breaking down happens inside our body. Now did you understand? Is it clear now? Is it clear to everyone now? Does anybody have any doubt? Okay, all right, great. So moving on to the next portion, most of the animals, human beings included, they have the holozoic form of nutrition because they can swallow or ingest food. What is the meaning of swallow? You just need to bite the food into not very small pieces but medium pieces, and then you can swallow the whole food. You don't have to, for example, if you're eating an apple, do you really need to mash it into, mash it into, semi-solid or ekdam liquid and only then swallow? No. You can break it into medium-sized pieces and then swallow. That is what I meant when I said that we can have whole food. We can ingest. What is the meaning of ingest? Ingest. Ingest means to eat. To take it inside, to take it inside our digestive system. To take the food inside the digestive system. Correct? Okay, now holozoic nutrition, there are animals, all the animals, they believe in holozoic nutrition. Okay, let me give you one more example to make it clear. Just cut an apple into 6-7 pieces and keep it near a plant. Do you think the plant will be able to eat the apple pieces? Yes or no? Will the plant be able to eat the apple pieces? How much of a small pieces you make? No. Why? Because, yes, Karthik, the apples will take a long time to first decompose, first rot and then decompose and then totally mix up in soil. And then, then only it has to mix up completely with soil and water. And only then the roots will absorb the simplest form. Like for example, if the apple had a little bit of nitrogen, a little bit of calcium, a little bit of minerals, iron, only
Ma'am,
those things will be absorbed. Yes, Anna?
If we, I know it's bad, but if we just, if we have some leftovers of few things,
Mm-hmm.
so of course it will dissolve. So it is good for the plants, right?
It is of course good for the plant because it has a lot of nutrient value. But let me tell you, if it is like cooked food, right, it will take a long time to, we will not use the word dissolution happens only in liquids. We will say it will decompose. When it comes in contact with the soil, it will first rot and then decompose. And that decomposed food will have a lot of nutrient value for the plant, but it cannot have it doesn't have teeth. The plants do not have teeth, right? So it cannot have the whole rice and the whole apple. This is the difference between plant nutrition and animal nutrition. This is what, when I say holozoic nutrition, we can have whole food. We can have the rice, we can have the chicken, we can have the banana whole. We don't need to break it up into very tiny pieces and then have it. Is it clear to all? Okay. So if it's clear, we
Yes,
go
ma'am,
back.
it's clear.
All right, great. So now we will study what are the three types of holozoic nutrition. Holozoic nutrition is basically of three types. What are the three types? First is herbivorous, second is carnivorous, and third is omnivorous. These are the three kinds of holozoic form of nutrition. It is self-explanatory and I'm sure most of you know it. Priscilla, can you tell me what is herbivorous nutrition? What are
Ma'am,
herbivores?
herbivorous nutrition is where animals can only eat plants and grass.
Very good. Can you give a few examples?
Ma'am, a cow, a deer, and a sheep.
Excellent. Sai, what what is carnivore? What name a few
Carniv
yeah,
Carnivores are meat-eating animals.
meat-eating animals. Okay, very good. And cite a few examples.
Lion, tiger,
Excellent. Lion, tiger, leopard, even,
crow.
yes, crow. You know, actually we say that crow is carnivores, but actually if you see, crows will fall under scavengers. We will study about scavengers also. Okay. All right. Unmana, can you cite a few? What are omnivores? Unmana, what are omnivores?
Ma'am, animals that eat both plants and meat or animal flesh, they are called omnivores.
Excellent. And give a few examples of omnivores.
Ma'am, bear, then dogs and maybe pigs and
Okay.
yeah, and that much examples I know.
Correct. Very good. So they are omnivores. Omnivores are, plants, animals which eat flesh as well as plants. Right? So human beings, like we are also omnivores. People who have non-vegetarian food as in flesh, people who eat fish, chicken, meat, as well as they eat spinach, vegetables, fruits, broccoli. So we human beings fall under the omnivorous category. Okay. All right. See here also they have written crow under omnivorous, but if you come to see about it, basically crows will fall under the category of scavengers. You know, scavenging. Does anybody know what are scavengers? Hello,
Yes,
you know?
ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Vatsala, do you know what are scavengers?
Ma'am, animals who eat the remains um, of dead animals.
Correct. Dead or decomposed animals. You know, they could be dead maybe, a day back. Like, have you ever seen crows eat a lot of other dead birds or maybe insects? Not only that, even if you see an animal lying, dead, many a times if you cross a road, you will see maybe a dog was hit by a car and, the dog was lying in the road only. But after a few days, you'll find that the road is clean. Who had it? The crow had it. So the crow is a classic example of a scavenger. Exactly, Karthik. They are known as the scavengers of the society. Crows are known as scavengers of the society, because they help clean our society, neat environment. Sorry, they help keep our environment neat and clean. They eat all the dead and decomposed. Decomposed matlab, maybe there is something dead matter lying for the last 10 days. It is totally decomposed. The crow will have it. Right? That's the reason why they are known as the scavenger of the environment also. Correct. You're right, Karthik. Okay. Now, going to the next portion, we have parasites. See, here we have scavengers. They feed on flesh of dead matter. Vulture is a classic example of scavengers. Most of the graveyards, most of the places where, there are certain dumping yards, no? Where, every city has a dumping yard. What is a dumping yard? Where all the waste of the city is dumped. And there is always an animal dump yard where, dead animals are dumped. Maybe a dead dog or a dead cow or, they're just dumped there. You will find in those areas, vultures always hover around above the sky. That means whenever you find more than 2 to 3 vultures, roaming around or hovering around in the sky, you will immediately get to know that there is a dump yard close by, or maybe there is a dead body or a decomposed area close by. That area will be infested with vultures and crows, right? So that is yet another mode of nutrition for animals. More than fresh food, they rely more on dead and decomposed materials. Okay. Now, what is parasite? Remember, yes.
Ma'am, now you said that they are more on decomposing things, right? So, then they have fungus and algae on them, right? But
Correct.
that's not so good.
Of course. No, Priscilla, you know what? They have virus, bacteria, fungus, mold, everything will grow on it. But it is harmful for us. It is not harmful for them. Just
Eat it,
imagine.
ma'am.
Yeah, to eat, it's not harmful for them.